That insurance is the answer to eliminate the possible economic consequences of a premature death or disability. When we review the statistics, we discover that Americans are better prepared to die than they are to become disabled. This chart illustrates the fact that 78% of American households have some sort of life insurance compared to less than 30% with some sort of disability protection. Yet the chances of a person becoming disabled far exceed the chances of a premature death. If you are 30 years old, the chances of becoming disabled prior to age 65 versus dying before age 65 are almost 7 times greater. They are 4 times greater at age 40 and 3 times greater at age 50. It appears we have an industry that may be prescribing the wrong sequence of products. This should be considered a form of malpractice. How will your client take the news when he learns that he survived his illness or accident, but because he did not die, the life insurance you sold him will be of no use in providing him the income that he and his family need? Did you ever talk to him about disability insurance?
I recently read a real-life story published in NAIFA's Advisor Today that gave me reason for thought. It was a very moving story about a young family coming home from a dinner with relatives when suddenly their car was hit broadside. Fortunately, the 2 children only suffered minor injuries, but the father had many serious injuries while the mother did not survive the accident. The family's insurance agent then told the prelude to this terrible accident, and she described how she had sold life insurance policy to the father, who was the sole breadwinner for this young family. She had suggested a life insurance policy on the wife as well, but her clients argued this was not needed because she was a stay-at-home mother. Now, because of the insurance agent's fortitude, she was able to convince the husband that it was important for the wife to be insured, and as the husband explained it, they finally relinquished and bought a $250,000 term life insurance policy on the wife, just to quiet the agent. Now, the bad news, of course, was the mother was killed in the accident. The good news was that her life insurance policy was in place, which would prove to be the sole source of income for this family. You see, the husband was so seriously hurt that he could no longer work to earn a living. After I read this moving story, I decided to send a letter to the editor, which was then published the following month in Advisor Today. My letter was entitled, "Thank God Teresa Died." Now, some called my headline disgusting, but my point was very important, because if the wife had survived the accident, the family would have had no source of income because the agent had not presented her clients the idea of disability insurance. Or if she had suggested disability insurance, she did not use the same fortitude to convince the husband that income protection was just as important, if not more important, than the life insurance.
Now, all insurance is important, of course, but much like doctors who prescribe medicine to make their patients feel better and to live more healthy lives, professional insurance agents prescribe insurance products along with financial planning advice to help their clients secure their financial futures. Financial planning begins and ends with income planning, for without income, there really cannot be a plan. Petersen International Underwriters has been a leading defender of incomes for over 60 years. Call or email us today.